Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you guys watched the last video, you noticed about halfway through when I was out here feeding the goats, Daisy had a bunch of this blood coming out of her nose, and I said I'm gonna have to take her to the vet or whatever. Well, I went ahead and fed the goats and went in the house and called the vet, and it was right at closing time, and I told them what was going on, and they said, hey, you need to just get her down here now, because I was trying to get an appointment for the morning. We live in a small town, so we don't have a real large vet, and they stay very busy with small animals, dogs and cats and stuff, and sometimes you can't just take an animal in there for emergency because there's only one veterinarian that works there. So anyways, he was nice enough to stay open a little late, and he said get her down here now, it could be serious. So as you can see, she's got this blood still coming out of her nose. She's got blood all over my truck, it's all over me. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but the vet thinks it's probably just a respiratory infection. And I did notice this weekend when it was really cold, I posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook, and what I thought was like an icicle hanging off her nose was actually, I think, was some snot. Going back and looking at it, so it's a good chance that you know, she might have a little bit of a infection or something going on in her lungs. It don't sound like pneumonia or anything like that, but I do have she got a shot of vitamin K, which helps with the blood clotting, because she, at times, like when I was trying to catch her to get her into the truck to take her down there, she kind of ran around a little bit, and I mean, that blood just started coming out. So the vitamin K actually helps with the clotting of blood. And then he prescribed her some antibiotics. So what we're going to do is, he recommended pinning her up. And I said, well, she's a working dog, and she's working with the goats right now because there's a lot of kids on the ground, and just about every night she's been running coyotes. We've been getting coyotes like crazy on our game cam, or trail cams, whatever you want to call it. He said, well, you don't have to, but it would probably help her if she stayed calm, kind of help heal her, get all that blood to quit bleeding out or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to put her in the barn. We're going to put all the goats in the barn, make sure all the kids are in the barn. And just for tonight at least, we'll lock them in the barn. I got to move their waters into the barn so they'll have fresh water. Being out in the pasture is not going to benefit them a lot right now anyways, because all the grass is dead. It's pretty much just for them to browse around. They got the lick tub out here now. I'm not too worried about that, and it's a little too heavy to move into the barn. I'm not going to worry about it because they got feed, they got hay, and they got water in the barn, or they will help in just a little bit. The sun's actually going down. She's ready to get out of the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her out of here, turn her loose in the pasture, and I'll go grab the other camera, and I guess we'll make another video, and we'll keep you guys updated. But we're gonna keep a close eye on her, and I know you guys will send us some prayers our way to for Daisy, to make sure it's nothing serious. It could be something like a grade of grass. It could be like a blade of hay or straw or something up in her nose, and it could be anything. Hopefully it's nothing serious. It is just coming out of the one nostril, so a lot of times that makes veterinarians think that it could just be like a foreign object up in that nostril that's bleeding, but it could just be a respiratory infection. Hopefully we caught it early, and these antibiotics will kick in and get her back to 100%. She's not acting like she hurts or anything. You can just tell the way she's breathing. You guys kind of hear it a little bit. She's got that nostril full of blood, and then when it builds up, she starts sneezing, and it just swings around everywhere and makes a mess. And it's not a good thing to see blood on anything, any living animal. So anyways, I'm gonna get her out of here, let her run around the pasture for just a second, and then we'll get her locked up, and then I'll have to transport some water. She's laying on my arm here. She's wanting me to hold her. Look. You ready to get out? Come on, I'll get you out. Ugh, you're heavy. So she does weigh 91 pounds, for those of you that are wondering. Alright. So I'll grab the camera and we'll be back in a minute. You home, Daisy? Guys, I'm recording on my phone. I don't normally do this. I got her on a leash because I don't want her running off. I just hit a weird button. Alright. Come on, girl. Hold on, you can't run off yet. Let me take your leash off. Come here. Come here. I'll be right back to lock you up, so don't be jumping no fences and running off at no coyotes. Go lay down and rest. I gotta go get your medicine ready, okay? Alright guys, so I got the camera out here and I got them in the barn. I don't have them locked up yet. But I'm going to show you guys. I got to give her this medicine. It's the antibiotics. Amoxicillin, something else, clav. I want to show you guys how big these pills are. I'm supposed to give her one a day. So I got pretty big hands and that's the size of the pill. So I don't know if it'd be best to try to give her the whole pill at once or to break it up. I got Rachel coming out here to help me. So let's try to give her a whole pill first. Let's trick her a little bit more. I do got a piece of cheese, but this is that quarter-pound hot dog I got. Here it is. But we want to get this medication started as soon as possible. Try to stick this one in there. Let's see if she'll eat it up. Nope, she swallowed it. Good girl. I'm gonna give you a piece of cheese anyway. Oh, she wants it all.
Well, of course.
She said, give me that. Oh, she's making her noise.
Oh, they just messed your camera up.
What's new? All these kids are jumping around the camera.
Hey, Sissy.
Alright, here you go, sis. Please.
That's going to upset Kaya if she sees blood. Out her nose.
Go, eat your cheese.
Hi.
You don't like no cheese?
She don't want it.
Oh, I bet she. Here.
She said that's not a hot dog.
She'll eat it. Alright, so,
Is
let's
that
see
the
if...
only one you had to give her?
Yeah, I'll give her one in the morning, one a day for 10 days. So we gotta do it every day. So guys, I don't know how well you can see her nose, but it is still just coming out. But
Oh. What if she got hit in the nose?
it's a possibility, but
What if one of the mamas headbutted her or something?
it could have happened. I mean, it could just be a blood vessel that's bleeding, he said. But one thing he did say is normally something like this at a big vet with all kinds of technology and stuff, they have these little tiny cameras or some kind of scope that can actually send up in their noses. But I guess canines, their nose cavities are so small, you have to have some kind of a special scope to go up there and really look. And just by listening to her breathing and everything, he didn't think that was necessary just yet. Now, of course, he said if the bleeding continues very rapidly or very heavy, then to go ahead and take her to a bigger clinic to get her checked out with the better technology and stuff.
So how long should...
Just a couple of days, just watch her and just make sure she's not getting any worse is the main thing.
I didn't get to go to the vet, so I'm learning all this just now.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to keep a good eye on her. You guys can see, I mean, that stuff just comes out like crazy. So, that's the purpose we're going to do.
And it's bothering her because she's trying to blow it out. I can hear it.
Alright, it's pulling up. Don't get that all over
Don't
you.
get that on your coat.
Go, get back, because
got
it
your
will
good
stain you.
coat on.
So, that is the reason we're going to close this gate off. I'm going to try to get the goats all in here, keep Daisy in here, and then we'll close this gate to the barn off. I'll get their water dragged in here and get it filled up. And that way she can kind of take it easy. The vet said it would be better if she kind of just was in a small area to where she could kind of just lay around, not be running coyotes all night and all that. So
They have been around here like crazy.
I know I was
too.
talking about that on the video earlier.
Kevin showed me on
Trail
the
camera picture.
on the trail cam, like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, they're getting a little too close to comfort. They're smelling all these baby kids on the ground and hearing them cry for their mamas. And every night Daisy's been getting out and running the coyotes.
Well, and there's something we need to talk about in a future video, because the end of February, 1st of March, I read that coyotes are really aggressive that time because it is their mating season, breeding season.
That's when that's when little pets start missing. Little yard dogs, right?
Yes, and so everybody needs to be very vigilant when you let your little dogs and stuff outside. But we'll make another video about that probably.
Yep, so I'm gonna set this camera up and I'm gonna see if I can get the goats. Kai, can you guard this camera? Make sure the goats don't knock it down. I'm gonna go try to get one of their waterers in here.
Oh, Daisy.
All right, so I'm just gonna get this big tank out here. It's probably just gonna be overnight.
Where's the good girl? What are you doing?
What?
That one's looking at me like, what are you doing?
Where am I gonna put this?
Daisy.
I'll put it over here.
Hey.
So now I gotta get a bucket.
Hey.
Oh, the kids.
They're looking at it.
Yep. So right now Daisy's getting 11. You think that's okay for her to lay on her side like that?
Well, she flopped down there.
No. As long as she ain't gargling.
She's not in
for
any
air.
pain, and she's not.
Now Kaya, remember the goat? That's the one that headbutted you right here.
She's just jealous.
So you better watch it.
She's so jealous.
Jealous of these babies.
Yeah. Tusock has gotten way bigger. I can't even pick him
What
up.
if something scratched her in her nose? That could have
It
busted
could be. It could be, but we're just gonna treat it, for the respiratory infection, and if it is just a scratch or whatever, it'll heal itself. And then he did give her an injection of vitamin K, which helps with the blood clotting. So hopefully in the morning she'll be a lot better. I mean, it could take a few days for this amoxicillin to take into effect and do its job if it is an infection, but
Well, I remember one time, one of our cats got me in the nose.
But we did notice that the blood was real watery, and that makes it look like it's not just from a blood vessel. So he said that was probably a better sign that it was like that. Because sometimes if a major blood vessel or artery is bleeding, it could be really bad.
Huh.
So the blood was more watery than it was like thick. So that's a good sign, I guess. A better sign, not a good sign. But
These goats want attention.
I know, they're always wanting attention. So Daisy, I'm going to go get you some water, girl. And you're going to spend the night in the barn, so you're not going to be running around like a teenager, okay?
She's not gonna like that.
Well, she'll know all the goats are in here, so everybody will be protected. And
She's still, it's just running out. Bless her heart.
poor baby.
She hadn't been breathing weird or nothing,
No,
though.
she's been fine. So anyways, guys, there's only a little bit of daylight left. Just wanted to keep you updated. I know a lot of you were probably concerned in the last video when I showed I was out here feeding her and then her nose was bleeding, and it was kind of a surprise to me. But we got her to the vet immediately, and hopefully this medicine will just kick in and all the bad stuff will go away and she'll be better. But continue to pray for those of you that have been praying. We really appreciate it. That works better than anything. And stay tuned, and we will keep you guys updated. So subscribe, leave a comment, like this video, and we'll see you next time.